Sketching graphs of completed square form, part 2, for coefficient of x squared that is negative. Given that y equals to negative x minus 2 whole thing square, I will get, in this case, a negative x squared. Since it's negative, you'll have a set face, which means there'll be a maximum point. To find the coordinates and to sketch the graph, you'll have M, L, and I. So in this case, the M will be the maximum point. How can we read our maximum point? There are the x and y coordinates. So the y coordinate comes from the number 5. And how do we find the x value? This happens when x minus 2 is equals to 0. So if x minus 2 is equals to 0, x will be equals to 2. Then from here, we will be able to find the equation of our line of symmetry. Line of symmetry usually for a quadratic graph always cut the x-axis. So we must have x equals to, in this case, we are going to use the x coordinate. So the number is 2. So it will be x equals to 2. Next part of our question, we will need to find our intercepts. In this case, we have equals to 0. So that means we are looking for our x-intercept. So let us use our equation. And what do? We shall try to bring 5 over. But then I cannot take square root of negative 5, right? So I realized that, I can cancel out the negative sign on both sides. And take square root of 5. Remember that there are 2 different answers. And try to find the value of x. And this will give us the numbers 4.236 and negative 0.236. Now we are almost ready to draw our graph. So the next part actually meant to sketch the graph of y equals to negative x minus 2 squared plus 5. So we are missing our y-intercept. Y-intercept occurs when x equals to 0. So we'll have substitute x equals 0 into our equation. And this will be the answer. Y equals to 1. Now let's do our sketching. In this case, we normally always have a cross axis. So we'll start from something like this. Now let's plot our x-intercept first. Negative 0.236. And the other one is 4.236. Draw something a little bit more proportionate. Line of symmetry, x equals to 2. Our y-intercept is 1. Then our maximum point has 2,5. So the y value is 5. So slightly higher. And now we can draw a graph. Then label the equation. And you get your answer.